Released in 2023 and directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, Scream 6 continues the revival of the franchise following the 2022 sequel. The film shifts location from Woodsboro to New York City, raising both stakes and scale as a new Ghostface stalks survivors far from the original town. It blends slasher suspense with franchise savvy, attempting to push boundaries while honoring the series' legacy. Jenna Ortega's Tara Carpenter anchors the film with intensity and layered vulnerability, anchoring the narrative after major events from the previous installment. Melissa Barrera returns as Sam Carpenter, now forced to navigate trauma, survival, and family tension in a hostile, unpredictable environment. Their dynamic remains the emotional core. Supporting roles include Courteney Cox as Gail Weathers, providing investigative grit, and Dermot Mulroney and other new cast members who add depth to the expanded setting. The ensemble earns tension and stakes through earnest performances amidst terror. Bettinelli-Olpin and Gillett retain the Scream franchise's signature POV shots and tight framing, while leaning into faster, more urban horror pacing. The New York backdrop shifts the tone from small-town paranoia to sprawling metropolitan danger, amplifying both physical and psychological threat. The film balances tense slasher scares with smart meta-commentary on horror sequels, fandom, and the deconstruction of genre, though it's slightly more grounded in conventional horror than its predecessor. 6 follows survivors as they attempt to start anew in New York, only to find Ghostface has followed. The narrative introduces new suspects, red herrings, and several twists that keep the audience guessing. Strengths include strong characterization for returning leads and an effective escalation of danger that feels organic to the setting. The shift to a larger city offers unique set pieces and pacing that depart from traditional Scream suburbia. Weaknesses mainly arise from occasional reliance on franchise callbacks that momentarily undercut suspense, and certain plot points fall into predictable beats familiar to seasoned horror audiences. Where the film could have improved is with a greater development of the new supporting cast, beyond their narrative function as suspects or victims, could have boosted emotional investment. Some suspense sequences lean into horror movie cliches, slightly blunting the impact of the franchise's characteristic subversion. A bit more tonal balance between meta-commentary and raw horror might have deepened the tension further. Scream 6 was well received as a successful continuation of the revived series. Critics praised the performances, particularly Ortega and Barrera, the bold setting change, and the film's pacing and staging of scares. Audience response reflected strong approval, indicating that the franchise remains relevant and engaging 2 decades after its inception. While it doesn't redefine the slasher genre, it effectively bridges legacy and modern horror sensibilities. Film rating 6.5 out of 10. A tense, smartly executed sequel that expands the Scream universe while keeping core thematic tension and character stakes intact. Final thoughts. Scream 6 proves Ghostface can adapt to new landscapes and still unsettle both legacy fans and new audiences. With smart direction, increased scale, and compelling leads, the franchise continues to deliver suspense with self-aware bite. Like and subscribe, because sometimes surviving horror means escaping your past, even if the killer refuses to let you go.
You want me, baby.